Did you know that Maryland is the richest state in America? Maryland also has one of the lowest poverty rates in the nation at 9.9%. However, Baltimore, the largest city in Maryland, has a poverty rate of over 23%. Let that sink in. The richest state whose poverty rate is one of the lowest in America has a city with over 23% poverty rate. It probably wouldn't surprise you that Baltimore has a violent crime rate much higher than the national average, that over 70% of Baltimore's population is black or brown, that white residents earn almost twice as much as black residents, that residents in low-income neighborhoods consistently have more health problems and die at a younger age than people in the wealthier areas, that high-poverty neighborhoods get 1.5 less investment than the low-poverty neighborhoods. 1.5. For some people, hearing these statistics may follow by a shake of a head or a shrug of the shoulders. But luckily for Baltimore, there are people like Dana Stein who heard these statistics and decided to do something about it.
27 years ago, Baltimore native Dana Stein was working as an attorney in a D.C. law firm when he felt a calling. He left his comfortable job to follow in his parents' servant leadership footsteps. Dana looked around his hometown and realized that the solutions for Baltimore's most intractable problems could come from the people living there. He founded Civic Works, which has grown and is making a huge difference in his hometown. Civic Works has, over the last 3 decades, built 15 different programs to enlist Baltimore residents to fix their own communities, from blighted space to hungry neighbors to fixing drafty old houses and combating climate change. Michelle, Mary Ellen, and her son Jonathan and I had the privilege to see Civic Works in action. Besides the projects we'll talk about today, community garden, beautification projects, an urban farm, and an in-person job training facility, Civic Works operates a 500-student high school where they teach students career technology education, healthcare, construction, homeland security, and college preparatory tracks.
Through the Civic Works Building Brighter Futures program, they provide thousands of AmeriCorps members with service opportunities to rehab homes to help seniors age in place, to beautify the neighborhood by building gardens, and to build playgrounds, to name a few. We had the privilege to visit a site location in the community where Corps members were beautifying an area for the neighbors to enjoy. The president of the newly formed Homeowners Association reached out to Civic Works to ask for their help to beautify publicly owned land that sits in their community shared backyard. In cooperation with the City of Baltimore, Civic Works built a bench, installed a fence, and planted a beautiful garden to create a community gathering place for the homeowners.
Next, we visited Civic Works Urban Farm, located on Parks and Rec land, where they grow fresh, organic, local fruits and vegetables. Civic Works Urban Farm has been around for more than 10 years, and they grow 10,000 pounds of food every year. Combined with food from other organic farms in the area, they deliver the food on a mobile market to communities. The urban farm plants a lot of their vegetables in high tunnels, which hold in warmth and extend the growing season. The food is delivered to the community using food trucks and a lot of volunteers. Normally, the farm has more than 3,000 volunteers to harvest and maintain the farm, to deliver the food, but during COVID, that number dropped to 30. The urban farm's food trucks normally make 10 to 12 stops to deliver to a lot of people at once, but after COVID, they had to pivot to deliver door-to-door, hundreds of doorsteps, to ensure that the entire community could eat healthy. During COVID, Civic Works turned on a dime to help deliver more than 10,000 fans, 1,000 air conditioners, hand sanitizers, and toilet paper to adults over 55 and adults with disabilities in Baltimore. That's the advantage of an organization that is so close to the community it serves. It's able to pivot immediately to the needs on the ground.
Civic Works has many other programs, including a large training facility where we visited last. A big part of their mission is to serve people facing different systemic employment issues, so 89% of their students have a criminal record and 55% are formerly incarcerated and re-entering citizens. After going through this program, 98% of graduates get jobs. The facility trains 140 people a year to learn skills in solar energy installation, home energy efficiency, ground field irrigation, storm modern management, and utility infrastructure work installation. The training facility provides mock hands-on practice setups for roofing, solar installations, attic installations, kitchens, bathrooms, and walls. These setups allow students to get real-life experience in a variety of skills. This is where we met some of the most amazing future leaders of our country, and where you felt the family bond that Dana intentionally created in his culture. Civic Works is truly a successful organization making a huge difference in Baltimore.